Today, the 28th of July 2024, we'll be looking at the fourth and the concluding part of good followership. Good followership. And our memory verse is taken from Romans 15, verse 30. Romans 15, verse 30. Now I beseech you, brethren, for the Lord Jesus Christ's sake and for the love of the Spirit, that you strive together with me in your prayers to God for me. I'll take that again. Romans 15, 30. Now I beseech you, brethren, for the Lord Jesus Christ's sake and for the love of the Spirit, that you strive together with me in your prayers to God for me. Matthew 26, verse 36 to 38. Matthew 26, 36 to 38. Then cometh Jesus with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto his disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. Father in the Lord is teaching us on this fourth and concluding part of good leadership, another responsibility and good followership. I keep saying leadership. Responsibility of a follower is to provide encouragement. Leaders are not superhuman beings. You know, Jesus in the passage we just read knew that the hour was close for him to die on the cross, and he was exceedingly sorrowful. And he called Peter and the Zebedee brothers and said, you know what, you guys pray along with me, encourage me. And guess what? They failed him. They slept off. Jesus said, couldn't you have watched 1 hour of me? Like, knowing the weight, knowing how sorrowful I am, couldn't you have prevailed? Many of us assume that, you know, the nice cars, because of the nice cars, the nice suits, the trips outside the country, the influence and fame that comes with the position of our leaders means that they have it all and they never have low moments, they never have down moments where they're tired, discouraged, hurt, or, you know, just worn out. Our Father in the Lord is reminding us, and if Pastor Adeboye can be saying it, then you should know that is important, and all leaders need encouragement. Make it your responsibility. I remember one time in my life, I was feeling very overwhelmed. We were just being posted to our church, and there was a lot of work to be done. The children's church was not well structured. We had to put a lot of things in place. And one night I was up and I was just tired. I was tired and asking myself, who told me to marry a pastor? Why this guy promised me that he won't be a pastor? Look at me now, a pastor's wife. And one lady, one of the younger ladies around me, just sent me a message. It was like water to my thirsty soul. Like it was a huge blessing. Please don't assume that your leaders do not need encouragement. Like our Father in the Lord today says, speak words of encouragement, pray for them, send them gifts. Let me say it again, send them gifts. Because some people like to take from leaders, and they think that they have it all. Honor them and support them with your service. Our Father in the Lord said one time, shortly after he resigned from his lucrative lecturing job and he took up the responsibility of being the general overseer, his work majorly was teaching and leading the members of the church in prayer. And he said he just got tired. I mean, you can imagine he was discouraged because he felt like no one appreciated what he was doing. And one day while he was in his office, he put his head on his table and slept off. And a young girl came in with a cake and said God told her to give him that cake. Maybe that girl probably just thought, it's my mind, let me just go and give him. Maybe it was not even like a powerful, thus yet the Lord encounter, but she obeyed that intuition, that nudging. Guess what? He encouraged Pastor Adeboye. Who knows? Maybe if he had not received series of encouragement, maybe we would not have the Redeemed Christian Church of God that we have today. Maybe you would have gone back to part-time lecturing or part-time business. Who knows? Who knows? You know, it's important that we encourage our leaders. He also said that one time he went through a very dark season. It was an encouraging message from one of his spiritual daughters that lifted him. Said, Daddy, let God carry you. What is the message God has put in your heart for your leader today? What is the prayer burden God has put in your heart for your leader today? What is the desire God has put in your heart for your leader today? To buy him a gift, to take him out for lunch? Do you know leaders too can eat? Because if you go and eat and you think your leaders can eat, Leaders too can eat ice cream. That you mentioned that how one time he traveled and he looked for a nice ice cream shop and bought himself ice cream. So today is a reminder to take care of our leaders. Action point says, send a message, buy a gift for your leader today to encourage them for all the work they do and the burdens they bear. I pray for you that you would find the strength to obey this instruction and you will put it to heart and never forget. God bless you.